All right, guys. So a lot of people have been talking about the stuff for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the screenshots and stuff. I have been hearing so many people talk about Tournament of Power. I've been hearing people talk about Broly. And guys, it's not making sense. Like, I think that people are wanting Broly or wanting Tournament of Power so bad that they're reaching in order to add this stuff into it. Like, for example, looking at the image on the right, they say, oh, that's the outfit that Gohan wore in Broly. Oh, and Vegeta wore that outfit too. Yeah, but in those same Broly movies, Krillin had hair in Broly's Second Coming. You see what I'm saying? And then they say Tournament of Power. Like, it doesn't make sense for them to put Yamcha in the Tournament of Power when Android 18 is already a support character. Also, like I've said many times, like from a business standpoint, guys, it doesn't make any sense for them to go to Tournament of Power, skip over Universe 6 and 7 tournaments, skip over the Goku Black Arc. Are you serious? Just to get to the Tournament of Power? That they're leaving money on the table, and that's not very smart business wise. It's not Tournament of Power. In the Broly thing, guys. Here's something you have to consider. Do you really think, because they said that this would be the size of an arc, be that 8 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours, 12 hours, whatever. It's the size of an arc, okay? What arc in the game had only one main boss? So how in the world do you plan on playing a 5 to 6, 7, 8 hour arc with just one main villain? It doesn't work out that way. Every arc has multiple villains. Saiyan Saga, you fought Raditz, Nappa, and Vegeta. On Namek, you fought the Ginyu Force, you fought Dodoria, Zarbon, Kui, and then Frieza in different forms. Cell Saga, you fought the androids, you fought Frieza, Mecha Frieza with Trunks, you fought Cell in his different forms, and then Majin Buu Saga, you fought Pui Pui, Yakon, you fought Buu in his different forms. Like, there was more than one fight. And with Broly, like, there's multiple people involved in these sagas. Yeah, with Broly, it's just Broly. Like, tell me how in the world can that be the length of an arc when Broly is the only person you're fighting? It doesn't make sense. Also, we've achieved Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan God. Why would we go back and fight Dragon Ball Z Broly? Like, clearly, Super Saiyan Blue would annihilate Broly easily. And I know you're going to say, well, what about Dragon Ball Super Broly? Even with that, does that merit the length of an arc? No, it doesn't. Because there's only one guy. That would be more like a boss battle episode, So that's something else that people have to consider, guys. And I'm not saying that, like, Broly may not be evolved in some way, because if the DLC is centered around Toa and Mira, it's very possible that they could bring back villainous enemies and make the villainous enemies the movie bosses. Like we saw in Xenoverse 2, it was more centered around the movie bosses, like Turles and Lord Slug. And now if that happens, yeah, you could potentially see Broly, but at the same time, you're going to see a lot more movie villains. It's not just Broly, okay? I think, and I watched Slow Play's video, and it makes a lot of sense. Like, the image on the left could easily be photo mode. And if it is photo mode, I believe we'll be getting more DLCs. I don't see them just adding photo mode and not bringing more content to the game later on, And heck, for all we know, the right image could be a photo mode too, just like in Ghost of Tsushima, where you can add different elements and stuff to the photo. Maybe they got it to where you can do that with Kakarot or whatever. Who knows? Who knows? But guys, the people that are saying that this is a Broly DLC, like I said, if it's Broly, it's not going to be just Broly. It's not going to be just centered around Broly, and it's not Tournament of Power, man. They are in the Rocky Mountains area. And if you notice at the end of DLC 2, Goku and Vegeta were training in that same area. Be that they were wearing their Whis armor and Whis, but they were still training in that same location. So I don't know. All I'm saying is, like, when y'all thinking about this stuff, you have to consider uh, the details of the game. The DLCs are built off of the main story. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of unanswered things going on in the main story. Cell, he's still around. He said he was going to train and fight us again, just like Frieza did. Why would he not be a part of DLC 3? Y'all not thinking about that. All of these guys that are on the screen were involved in the Cell games in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You see what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know if Chaozu was. Yamcha was there. You see what I'm saying? How do we know they're not going to like another Cell game event? You see what I'm saying? Think about what happened in the main story, guys. That's the stuff that'll lead you to that. There are still people revived. Bobbity's still around. Android 20's still around. You know, but people are still like, I don't know, maybe they don't watch the videos enough, but there's no concrete evidence at all pointing towards a Broly or a Tournament of Power. It's just, that's what people want to see. And so you're forcing it to happen. And I know this could be an original story and they can do whatever they want. However, even the producer has said that the DLCs are based off of the events that happened in the main game. And there's still major storyline, especially with Android 21. She's clearly looking for something. You see what I'm saying? Android, Dr. Zero, he's still around. Bobby's still around. Cell, like I said, we gonna have to fight Cell again in some way, shape, form, or fashion, man. Pay attention to these things, man, before y'all make these otherworldly assumptions about it and latching on to these other content creators that's filling y'all head with nonsense without no proof backing what they saying, man. Just, I'm trying to keep it real with y'all. Keep the expectations proper. Till next time, y'all.